My God, I hate drugs.
This meeting or this press conference so that you may be apprised about what's happening in the investigation being conducted by the DOJ and the NBI with respect to the so-called BIKOY videos. And also, if you may have some follow-up questions regarding the joint guidelines on alien work permits that was signed yesterday in San Fernando, Pampanga. Although Undersecretary Mark Perete here has already issued a press statement regarding the joint guidelines yesterday. Kung meron kayong gusto i-clarify, pwede nyo ring itanong ngayong hapon. So let's begin with the investigation on the BIKOY videos. So just to be very accurate about what happened, kasi iba-iba yung istorya na lumilitaw sa media. Okay? So let me just go over a narrative of what transpired para pare-pareho kayo ng sinasabi sa inyong mga reports. On April 17, 2019, that was Holy Wednesday, I instructed the Department of Justice, Office of Cybercrime, or OOC, and the National Bureau of Investigation Cybercrime Division, or CCD, to initiate a joint investigation in order to uncover the identity of the producers and uploaders of the Ang Totoo Narco List videos, which feature a certain Bikoy, a self-confessed previous drug syndicate member, according to him. Investigation revealed that a recently created YouTube channel with the username Ang Totoong Narco List posted several videos of Bikoy implicating certain members of the first family, including someone of minor age, as members and or beneficiaries of drug syndicates in the Philippines. Further investigation disclosed that a certain website with domain name metrobalita.com was constantly posting links of the aforesaid Ang Totoong Narco List videos, which allowed the public to have easier access thereto. Using an open source tool, it was found out that the subject website was registered by a certain Rodel Jaime. Other personal circumstances, including his complete mailing address and mobile number, were also discovered. Accordingly, on 29 April 2019, that was last Monday, the NBI CCD filed with the Regional Trial Court, Makati City, Branch 148, an application for warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data pursuant to the rule on cybercrime warrants promulgated by the Supreme Court against Rodel Jaime for cyber libel under the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Judge Andres Soriano, you remember him, the judge in the rebellion case, Trillanes rebellion case, issued the warrant sought for against Rodel Jaime on the same date, April 29. At around 4 o'clock in the morning of 30 April 2019, the NBI CCD agents went to Rodel Jaime's residence and implemented the said warrant. Rodel Jaime was cooperative and surrendered his desktop computer and its peripherals, mobile phone, and internet service provider or ISP billing statements, which are subject of the said warrant. After the implementation of the said warrant, Rodel Jaime voluntarily went to the NBI headquarters with the CCD agents to provide clarification on the issues involving the publication of the Ang Totoo Narco List videos. Pursuant to the same warrant, the NBI Digital Forensic Laboratory conducted a forensic examination of the seized devices. The results showed that Rodel Jaime was indeed the registrant and administrator of the website metrobalita.com. Likewise, it showed that Rodel Jaime published the link of the Ang Totoo Narcolist videos on the said website, which facilitated the circulation of the subject videos. Based on the aforesaid forensic report, Rodel Jaime was arrested by the NBI CCD agents who will present him for inquest before the National Prosecution Service of the DOJ. I will leave the determination of the existence of probable cause to the sound judgment of the inquest prosecutor. You may now ask your questions, and our Chief of the Communications Division, Irene, will moderate. Attorney Mike.
We know the theory behind the arrest, if it was considered a convicting crime, because we understand that when the evidence recovered against him, was he considered to be in the act of committing a crime, considering that what they have is search warrant and not an arrest warrant?
Of course, we know that there are arrests incidental to a search. All right. So what is issued by the court is a search warrant, but in the course of implementing the search warrant, it is possible that an offense might be discovered, which may be actually continuing, and in that sense, a warrantless arrest can be effected.
So in this case, is it cyber libel charge in which the search warrant was communicated? It's considered as
I have not seen the charge. Let's probably ask the NBI if they are at liberty to disclose it at this time. Chief, are you at liberty to disclose a charge at this time?
There will be a follow-up investigation on this matter, sir. And we have already communicated with our legal and evaluation division for the proper charge that we will be filing against Rodel Jaime.
Can we confirm, sir, if cyber libel was included as among the possible charges as being considered?
Yes, sir. We are considering that.
Further questions? Irene, please moderate. It seems that we do not have any clear information on that. Rodel Jaime and BIKOY are not necessarily one and the same person. We do not know as of this time the exact identity of the person named as BIKOY.
Anjo from CNN.
Yes, Anjo.
So just to be clear, the one you arrested was not the one who created the YouTube account. He just uses the owner of the Metro.com website. What is posted that it's narco-list. Totoong narco-list.
Sir, we could only confirm that he was the one who created the metrobalita.net.
They're not one and the same. He's not also the one behind the YouTube channel which uploaded the videos.
We are still conducting an investigation as to that aspect.
Sir, pwede mo bang malaman kung yung Rodel Jaime ay sino siya, anong background niya? Meron ba siyang political affiliation?
Maybe you can do your own checking on that. All that we know ay ang kanyang personal circumstances. Now, whether he has any affiliation with any group, I guess you as reporters would have information regarding that. You can check on your own. We are investigating the possible commission of an offense. We are not delving into any political issues here.
Nancy Pulta from the Philippine News Agency.
Sir, how many other people are the investigators looking at? possible sa ranking nila sa live, if any.
NBI, are you at liberty to disclose that, Chief?
Sir, the investigation is still ongoing, sir.
I'd like to emphasize that investigation is still ongoing. There are other persons of interest to the NBI. Unfortunately, we cannot disclose the nature of this investigation at this time so that the operations can go on unhampered. We just called this meeting or this press con so that you might be clarified about what has happened so far. But we assure you that if more information will surface, then we'll probably call another press conference to divulge more information of public interest. Yes, Mike.
Do you know what prompted the investigation? Is there a formal complaint that was filed? Was this in reaction to the reaction of Malacanang when the video surfaced? What exactly prompted the investigation compared to the subsequent?
Well, that's a very good question, Mike. You know, Malacanang has absolutely nothing to do with this. This is an initiative taken by the Department of Justice in the light of certain serious allegations issued by an unknown person. So before we even begin to consider investigating the allegations of this unknown person, we thought that it is proper first to find out who this person is and what his background is, so that that could be a good starting point on whether or not we should pursue the allegations that he was making in his BIKOY videos.
So does this leave room for possibility of further investigating the allegations he's making, aside from filing cyber libel charges against him?
You mean his own allegations?
If you're also going to investigate.
Of course. But let's determine first whether this person is something that would have some credibility to begin with.
So can you comment right now if it's credible?
No, I wouldn't be in a position to say whether he is credible or not, because the full report of the NBI is yet to be submitted. As I said earlier, further operations are being conducted at this time. Certain other persons may have to be looked into. Any further questions?
Jeff of Manila Bulletin.
Yes, Jeff.
When was the NBI going to file a
Well, it appears that he was the one who started all of this by creating the website. All right, behind the subsequent uploading of the BIKOY video. So it's just logical that the NBI start with him.
Basically, sir, sa website niya, unang lumalabas lahat ng BIKOY videos, but he doesn't own the YouTube channel where they were posted. So, did the NBI look at the timestamps to actually establish that doon kahuna-huna ang lumabas?
Good question. Yeah, good question. Maybe may we refer that to the NBI or Agent Senora can probably answer that question well.
As of now, sir, we are as of now, we're still conducting further evaluation on that matter. As a to our investigation, we are not solely looking at Metro Balita. Our investigation have catered to several accounts. But as to decide, this was yung mga information na available right now for us. But there are continuing investigation being conducted by the NBI.
Follow up.
Yes, follow-up po. So, right now, the search and you looking for him is actually prompted by the actual act only of sharing the video. Because it was also shared in many other social media accounts. Even in Facebook, it was viral. So thousands of shares from thousands of different profiles. So what sets this person aside?
Sir, I will not be discussing the details on how we investigated, sir. But from our point of view, he must have known that those videos were produced and they were just a tool in propagating those videos.
In relation to that, sir, how would you, if that is your basis, sir, how would you reconcile this with the Supreme Court decision, which upheld the cybercrime law, which declared that the mere sharing of the video, if you are not the one who created and uploaded the video, cannot be considered cybercrime? Would you be able to discuss that and explain that?
Sir, as we have mentioned, we have already elevated the matter with our Legal and Evaluation Division for their evaluation on what proper charges will be filed against the subject, sir.
So there are other charges other than cybercrime?
Sir,
other charges?
remember, sir, the Republic Act, violation of Republic's Act 7610, which is violence against children. Good, yes, sir.
How is that involved? Because of the
Yes, sir.
There is a possibility that the charge would not only be a single charge. Okay, NBI is finalizing these charges. Cyber libel was mentioned, and anti-child violation of the child abuse law insofar as a minor is concerned, and possibly even just possibly even a higher type of offense, depending on further investigation.
So in the case of child abuse, would it require the participation of the family or the victim himself to file child abuse? Would that necessarily be if himself or herself will have to file the charge, or the parents of the victim, for example, on her behalf?
We do not know that as yet, if the family will also participate actively or will initiate a complaint in this regard. Any further questions? NBI may answer that question. Where is he, under whose custody is this guy, Rodel Jaime, in at the moment?
He is with the NBI, sir.
That was Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara, joined by NBI officials, confirming the arrest of the alleged uploader of the Ang Totoong Narcolist video series, or what's known now as the BIKOY videos. If you remember, the videos tagged President Duterte's family and friends in the illegal drug trade. Secretary Guevara says the alleged uploader of the videos, identified as Rodel Jaime, was arrested by the National Bureau of Investigation for cyber libel. He said there is an ongoing operation after the NBI served a search warrant on Rodel Jaime. The videos went viral last month. Secretary Guevara also says it was discovered that Rodel Jaime is the owner of the website which published the BIKOY videos. However, they don't know the real identity of BIKOY yet. He said Rodel Jaime and BIKOY are not necessarily the same person. Meanwhile, the NBI says an investigation is still ongoing on persons of interest in the BIKOY videos, and their investigation involves a number of internet accounts. You can still watch the rest of this press conference on our Facebook Live. Meanwhile, keep it here on CNN Philippines to get the stories as they happen. I'm Maya Rodriguez. Good afternoon.
Right. For any connection to sa housework na?
I cannot answer that question this time. It may or it may not have something to do with that alleged ouster plan. But I'm not confirming that. As the NBI said, it's still under further investigation for now. So this is just the first of our press con on the matter. If there is something a lot more significant than what has been done will arise in the next few days, then we'll probably call another press conference.
Sir, maybe you have a short background on who is Jaime, Fidel Jaime is. I mean, his job, is he IT professional? Who is he? Why, what makes him, I mean, who is he?
As I said, you can actually, we have already given the name. You can try to find that out yourselves. But NBI, right, NBI, I don't know. NBI, have you gotten anything, more information about this guy than he being a blogger or something?
For now, we have to divulge anything which we think is critical to the future.
Sir, can you do that? Is he ambivalent?
Yes, single ba, sir?
Of legal experience to say that.
Okay. Okay.
One last question, sir, from Johnson.
Sir, para mo dun sa lahat ng nag-share, nag-like, no original post, anong liability po nila?
OOC, can somebody from the Office of Cybercrime answer that question? Attorney Chat.
Ayan na. Malayo yan.
Well, as mentioned earlier, yung sa pag-share ng videos, if I'm correct in interpreting the decision of the Supreme Court, as discussed earlier by Mike, that mere sharing of the videos is not punishable or would have no criminal liability. But then, of course, we don't want to say that in a straight manner that they don't have any liability. Because since it's still a continuing investigation, because who knows, those who might have also shared the videos would have also some sort of a liability. As may be later on disclosed as per investigation of the FBI agents. So, yeah.
It may be something deeper,
Yeah. Do you consider the cyber libel offense continuing crime?
Parang medyo ibang discussion na yan. Has nothing to do. Medyo general na yan. Pwede natin pag-usapan later, Mike, pero wag na dito sa pagdating sa kaso. Yes, opinion na yan. Thank you, Mike.
One last na.
Sorry po. So you acknowledge po kanina na it's not really, wala naman talagang liability so far for sharing the video. But is the act of sharing enough to prompt an investigation for to apply for a search warrant for possible, as you mentioned kanina na may possible other crime siya? Kasi hindi pa naman established. But right now, there's a probe into other possible crimes. Would it be enough to use sharing the video as a basis to search or to probe a person?
For now, we're focusing on this guy. We're not done with this guy yet. Okay? And it may turn out after further investigation that some other people, some special people who propagated the video or shared the video in a very vigorous manner may have to be investigated further. Likewise.
Can you like po kami na-discover na contacts yung suspect natin, those persons behind sa YouTube channel?
Please be informed that, again, as the time that we start the search warrant, we already seized devices. But those devices right now is under forensic examination. And again, we cannot disclose any results thereof because we have to get the proper clearance from our bosses for that.
The Office of Cybercrime of the Department of Justice has gotten in touch with, this was the very first thing that the OOC did, was to get in touch with, Attorney Chat, with Google or with YouTube? All right, for the preservation of the data. Okay, so no questions on the joint guidelines. Pretty clear, the joint guidelines. Maliwanag na, that's the purpose of the joint guidelines actually, to make clear kung ano ang delineation of functions ng BI, ng DOLE, ano yung mga areas na po pwede mag-issue ng special work permits. Ang BI, ano ang dapat gawin ng DOLE bago siya mag-issue ng alien employment permits, and so forth and so on. So I guess that's pretty clear in the joint guidelines. So unless you have some things to clarify further. Oh yeah. Right. Okay, sige. Saan? Balik tayo dun sa una. Oh yes. Yeah, Attorney Chat, would you like to disclose the response of Google Legal?
Yes. We requested Google, which is the owner of YouTube, to preserve the data. And they responded positively. They will preserve the data for a year while we are going through the legal processes.
Gentlemen, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the NBI Chief. I'm sorry, Deputy. My error. Deputy Director. Oh, I see. Deputy Director Guzman. Sorry.
Any further questions, please?
Sir, clarify yung Jaime niya, Jayme, not I.
Ayun na lang magana about him.
Because sir, profile niya sa Twitter, blogger, gamer, licensed amateur radio operator. Yes, sir. Sa Twitter.
Anyone can post something later. You have the freedom to show kung ano yung gusto mong ipakita. But as to that, we're not bordering on that. We're here for the technical aspect of the case.
Works.
As of now, I think we don't see that to be useful for our case. But we're just focusing on the case as a good matter for the file.
Are we at liberty to disclose that? Excuse me. Wag muna. Yeah, that may endanger the person. So for his own security, definitely within 50 kilometers radius. Okay, not so far. All right. If there are no further questions, thank you very much for coming over.